Welcome back to the Relius Reviews. Today's review is focused on Netflix original On My Block, the final season. And the official synopsis of the final season of On My Block is: 2 years after going their separate ways, Ruby, Jamal, Monse, and Caesar face new threats and must decide if their friendship is truly ride or die. And before I give out my review, please like and subscribe and comment and tell me what I should review next. Now, when it comes to On My Block, the TV show, I remember the first time that I ever found out about this show and discovering it. And I felt like season 1 was just absolutely awesome. Season 2 was good as well, crazy. Season 3 was not that bad, but in my opinion, was a little bit disappointing. Season 4, the final season, it was not that bad. The characters that we all enjoy, Ruby, Jamal, Caesar, Monse, Jasmine, Oscar, Abuelita, and everyone else, they are all back for this final season, as it has been over 2 years since the shocking ending in season 3. And this time around, basically everyone has gone their separate ways. Nobody is talking to one another as of just unresolved issues that's just going on. And some of the things that I enjoyed about this TV show was that every single one of them were going through something. Each character had their own story to tell in this season, and they were all just going through something crazy when it came to, like, the characters had definitely progressed in these 2 years in good and in bad ways, to say the least. Another thing that I enjoyed about this season was that some of the storylines that has been throughout the entire show finally having some closure. And I mean as if like Little Ricky finally being discovered, parents finally figuring out and knowing the entire truth of what has happened throughout the last 3 seasons of finding the money, getting kidnapped, threats. Like, I was really happy that Little Ricky was finally found this season, and that the parents finally found out the truth as in what happened. This season definitely did have quite a few storylines that was really emotional, to say the least. Some of the other ones were pretty good, and then other ones really did not make no type of sense at all, or it just felt too rushed in my opinion. I was really surprised that we got to see some old characters, some of the side characters from the previous seasons make a small cameo appearance, like Latrell, Ruby's brother's girlfriend, and among other characters as well when it came to it. As for some of the newer characters that were introduced in this season, some of them were interesting, but others, they really were not that interesting in my opinion, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I would say maybe some of the things that I did not enjoy about this season was that I felt like some of the storylines felt extremely rushed. Like, spoiler alert, Oscar getting killed and everything. That just happened out of nowhere, and we never really found out as in who did it. And Jamal getting chased by that crazy girl, Kendra from season 3. Like, his storyline with Kendra has always been weird in my opinion. Like, she was just introduced out of nowhere within last season, and it was really crazy, to say the least, when it came to that. But I wish that some of the storylines could have been a lot more better, or just paced out better wise. Another thing that I did not enjoy about this season was that some of the acting from some of the characters, especially Caesar, just came off just like extremely like cringe. No disrespect to the actor that plays Caesar, but some of his acting in this season was pretty atrocious. When it came to him trying to act all hard and that kind of stuff, like, it wasn't extremely bad throughout the entire season. And I would say the last thing that I did not enjoy about this is that, like, the first few episodes were not really that interesting. Like, some things here and then happened within the first few episodes, but none of the stories were really that important. And the flashbacks that we did receive, some of them were necessary, others were really not. But yeah, When it came to the ending of On My Block, honestly, I like the ending as it just opens up the door for a whole new adventure with the gang. With that map that Albulita had left, I have a feeling that Albulita may have had some like a secret stash of money saved and everything, and the gang is going to try to figure out as in where it could possibly lead. I am going to miss this show for what it was, but I would say, despite what I thought when it came to the negatives, On My Block season 4 was not a bad season at all. And how I would rate On My Block the final season out of 5 stars, I would probably rate On My Block maybe 3 stars out of 5. So I would say thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.